So, today is the 17th of December, and on this day in 1837, the Winter Palace in St. Petersburg caught fire and burned for 3 days. And it was interesting. I just read that today, and it's funny because several years ago, quite a few years ago actually, my dad took us on a holiday to Egypt in Luxor, and we stayed in a hotel called the Novotel. And I was woken up in the middle of the night, my dad banging at the door saying, get out, and what was going on? Well, there was a fire, or at least there was smoke, and we had to evacuate the hotel, all stand outside as smoke billowed from everywhere. The hotel did not burn down, but it was kind of unusable. And as a result of that fire, we got rehoused at a different hotel, and funnily enough, it was the Winter Palace, but in Luxor instead, not in Russia, not in St. Petersburg. I have, of course, been to St. Petersburg, except when I went there, I say, of course, not everyone's been there, but when I was in school, our history teacher, Roger Diski, took us on a school trip to the then Soviet Union. It was 1984, and Andropov had just died. And I, in fact, did take a train ride overnight with the rest of the group from school, from Holloway School. We took the train from Moscow to Leningrad, as it was then called, and I remember being on there, and the teacher, Roger Diski, as I said his name was, he pulled out a bottle of Jameson, and we drank some of that. We were about 18-ish. And then I wandered off down the carriage of the train, and I bumped into this guy from Georgia. And I spoke no Georgian or Russian or whatever he spoke, and he spoke no English, but he opened up a bottle of vodka, and we started drinking the bottle of vodka on the train, and we were saluting and cheering to Stalin, who of course was from Georgia. I'm not sure I really should have done that, but it was a fun way to spend an evening. It was a fantastic train ride. But that sort of leads me to making this drink for today. It seems appropriate to drink a White Russian, which has nothing to do with the white and red armies, the Bolsheviks and the Mensheviks. It's a drink no one knows where it came from, but it's made famous, of course, by a character in The Big Lebowski, the movie. Of course, I'm talking about The Dude, and that movie, The Big Lebowski, is a big favourite of Kate and also of Paul, both huge fans of it, and I've grown to quite like it as well. And so we should make a White Russian, which conveniently is a vodka drink, and it is also, as many of us may have heard me say before, many of you may have heard me say before, it's a remarkably easy drink to make. The first proportions I originally saw were 1, 1, 1 of each. But I looked on Difford's Guide, and he recommends more like 2 ounces of the main spirit in there, which is vodka. And I am just going to go by touch here. It's a 2-1-1, more or less proportions. So we are going to just pour about 2 ounces of vodka in there like so. I think I've got it there. And then Kahlua is the next ingredient. We are going to have approximately 1 ounce of that, like so. And the Dude stirs it once the 3rd ingredient is in, but I'm going to stir this now, and then I'm going to put the 3rd ingredient in on top. I'm going to float some half and half on top. You can use single cream, you can use double cream, you can use almond milk or whatever you want, but something that makes it kind of like a coffee. If we just float this on top about another ounce, we can see that looks really amazing in there. And one of the recipes I saw said add some grated nutmeg. I'm not going to do that, but I do have some chocolate covered coffee beans, which I'm just going to put on top like so, and let's see what we've got. Careful, man. There's a beverage here, as the Dude might say. Cheers.